Welcome, seriously welcome to a John Legg review. He didn't say fragrance. That's because we are not particularly looking at a fragrance in this review. We're looking at what I consider to be fragrance prep. Now, I don't know about you, I think me, with most guys out there, do not have time or patience for loads and loads of skin prep and treatment and all that sort of thing. Like most guys, and like me, you know what, you probably want to just have something that is quick, effective, and you go, right? Okay, now I have tried out of all the different ranges, you know, the Dove men, the Nivea men, the L'Oreal men, the Lynx, the Simple, the Tesco's own, the Sainsbury's own, the Rockface, the Bulldog. I have tried them all. Whether it be the shower gel, whether it be the body moisturizer, whether it be the facial moisturizer, whether it be the the antiperspirant, or whether it be the facial cleanser, I have tried them all. Over the years, I've tried them all, and I've come out with the ones which I personally, honestly, can recommend to you because they get the job done. So, what's the best start? You've got to be clean. You know, when you're in the shower, all of the Lynx ones, you smell great in the shower, and it's, oh, you know what? I have not come across a Lynx one that doesn't strip pretty much every oil out of your skin, even the more sensitive ones. You know what? They still, I got out the shower and I felt I desperately needed to moisturise because my skin felt really tight and dry. Okay. The other failing with a shower gel is that all the sensitive ones, the ultra calming ones, the dermatologically tested ones, and all that sort of thing, as you pour it into your hand, it's like water, it just pours off your hand and it's like, it's gone. Okay. And the other problem with those is particularly under your armpit, say where you've got the residue from your antiperspirant, they just skid over that, they don't remove that. So you want a shower gel that gets rid of things like the underarm sort of residue. And you want a shower gel so that when you put it into your hand, it's neither too liquid or too gel. You know, the gel ones, I mean, they're okay, but the problem is by the time you tip your hand towards your body, the chances are you've lost a big blob of gel into the shower. Now, having tried all of them, okay, I've come up with this one for a couple of reasons. So it's the Nivea Men Active Clean. Okay, the reason why I chose this one and the reason why I stick with this one is because it's neither it's not a real runny liquid, neither is it a thick blobby sort of gel. It's a nice thick liquid. So you put it on your hands, it's easy to get it on your skin and it's easy to start cleaning. The other thing with this is any residue, say for example under your armpit, it cleans that nice and simple, and you go back to sort of square one. It gets rid of all the old stuff under your armpits. The other thing with this is it does not strip every single oil out of your skin. Yes, it cleans you, you feel clean, but when you get out the shower and you're drying yourself, you are not in the desperate urgency to put moisturizer on. Okay, that one is my choice, my solid choice of shower gel. And you know what? For 250ml, you will always pay no more than about £1. Okay, so go for that one in terms of a shower gel. Now, in terms of a facial cleanser, you know, there's literally hundreds of these, and I've tried them all, and I've come up with two, which I tend to bounce between these two, whichever one's on offer at the time. Okay, so I either go for L'Oreal Men Expert Hydra Energetic Deep Exfoliating Face Scrub, or I go for Nivea Men Protect and Care Exfoliating Face Scrub. Now, with a facial scrub, I prefer something which, you know, is a little bit scratchy. In other words, it's got these little sort of exfoliating sort of beads in there, and it sort of slightly scratches the skin, because I think, for me, I think, oh, you know, that's getting rid of some dead skin, that's sort of just getting rid of the top layer, and it leaves your skin nice and ready to put your moisturiser on. Okay, now, the reason why I choose the L'Oreal for Men Hydra Energetic one is because that has a nice amount of sort of scratchy, particles, as they call it, exfoliating particles. Not ridiculously, it doesn't sort of strip you down to the bones sort of thing, but it takes the good top layer off and it doesn't totally dry your skin out. The reason why I also use the Nivea Men Protect and Care exfoliating one is because that again has a good amount of sort of scratchy exfoliating beads, and that one also leaves like a moisturizing layer on your skin. In fact, when you sort of get rinsing it off with the water, that one's almost harder to get off than this one. Okay, but having tried all of the different ones, those, I tend to bounce between the two of those. Whichever one's on offer, I'll go for that. All right? Okay. So, you get out the shower, and realistically, now, if you're like me and you've got certain dry patches, I have 2 dry patches, one on each leg, which don't matter how many times I moisturise them, I have to always moisturise them. And I also moisturise the sort of lower region, the upper part of my chest and the 2 forearms. Why am I doing that? It's because that's where I put a lot of fragrance. Okay, now having tried all the different body moisturizers, and literally once again there's hundreds to choose from, I came out with the Nivea body lotion firming extra nutrition moisturizing. I've never seen that. Extra moisturising. I think they mean moisturising. It must be a misprint. It's the Q10 and it's got some kind of argan oil in there. You know what? That's a load of rubbish. It will not firm your skin up. But the good thing about this is, okay, when you buy a body moisturiser, quite often you'll rub it in and it's either just stays too slippy and too greasy and you can't get rid of it, or the other thing is, within a few seconds, it's sunk in and you kind of feel like, have I put anything on? Right, this is a nice halfway house. It's neither oily, neither is it sort of sinking and gone forever sort of thing. It leaves healthy moisturisation as a perfect bed on which to put your fragrance, because your fragrance sits nicely on that. The fragrance does not just into the skin, it sits nicely on top of this. So that's my choice for like your legs, for your arms, for your body, wherever you need to moisturise. It's the Nivea Firming Q10. Right. Okay, now, don't ever use that on your face. Don't ever be tempted, oh, I'm putting some on there, no. Your face is a totally different ballgame. Right, now, having tried all of the literally hundreds of different face creams, the normal failing is that they leave you looking very sort of shiny, or the other ones that claim ultra matte finish or ultra sensitive, or I've got one which is called Sensitive Pro, okay, those ones, the sensitive ones, don't do anything. They don't moisturise it. After you've sort of rubbed it in, you sort of feel as though you need to. Your skin still feels tight. Okay. Now, most guys, I certainly don't, want to look all shiny and almost lacquered. Okay. And I'm not particularly desperate to look like a complete matte sort of finish. Most guys want to look sort of healthy, moisturised. Okay. And you know what? The one I come out with and I go back to time and time again is made by Nivea Men. It's part of their anti-age range, and they've always got an anti-age range on the go. This particular current generation is called Hyaluron. Okay, now that sounds like something you'd say to someone who's called Ron. Hyaluron. But it isn't, it's the name of the current anti-age Nivea Men. Okay, now it claims to reduce deep wrinkles and it firms the skin. Don't expect it to make you look 10 years younger or whatever. But what you will get from this is not a shiny face and not an ultra matte finish face. You will get skin which looks healthy, looked after and moisturised. And you know what? The good thing about this one is it's also got built into it a sun protection factor 15, which is absolutely crucial if you suddenly get caught and the sun comes out. Okay, in the UK that's very rare, but just per chance it happens, it's already got it built in. Okay, now this is perfect from your sort of forehead all round your face. You can do your, you can spend loads of money on special eye creams and special this cream and that cream. Just this will do the whole of your face from your forehead down to your sort of bottom of your neck sort of thing. Okay, because then your body moisturizer, if you need to be lower that, that's when you use that. But this is perfect. Within, 30 seconds, it's gone from like a white sort of cream to a clear cream, and it sinks in nicely, but it doesn't sort of suck in and leave you with like thinking, I need some moisturisation. It leaves your skin nice and flexible, and you know what? It leaves you ready for the day. Okay. The only other thing we need to discuss, having discussed all that, is antiperspirant. You know what? Guys, do not allow yourself to smell like sweat, because if you've got a fragrance coming off you and you've got body odour, you know what? It's kind of a clash there. You've got to stay dry. Okay? Now, you can essentially buy sticks, sticks for your arms. You can buy roll-ons and you can buy sprays. And I've tried them all. Let me tell you. The sticks. We'll start with the sticks. Now, I've had loads of sticks, and I tend to find that they're the ones that you twist up and you sort of put this sort of waxy sort of bar under your armpit. I tend to find those are they leave a funny sort of mess under your arm. They may stop you sweating for a while, and they may be quite good at what they're supposed to do, but I tend to find that it sort of gets on your clothes and it's a bit messy. Right, okay, I gave up with sticks. I don't do sticks. In terms of the spray antiperspirant, okay, now I have mixed feelings about these, because when you spray it under your armpit, it's quite effective at what it does, but you tend to find that it's difficult to get it just in your armpit. You sort of tend to spray a bit past you and a bit under there and a bit over there. For me, you're kind of wasting the product, and you know what? I can't be bothered with that. I just want a product that works. So I end up sticking sort of time after time with a roll-on. Now, you've got to be careful with roll-on, because you are rolling a liquid under your skin. And I've tried all the different ones, and in particular, the Nivea Men, really, after a couple of days of wearing that, I've got a red, raw under armpit, and I've almost got like dry skin, and it's like, it stings, okay? A lot of the other ones do that, even the so-called sensitive ones. To be honest, the sensitive ones don't really stop you sweating, they sort of come and go in no time at all. For this particular application, I stick with the L'Oreal Men Expert Carbon Protect 5-in-1. Now let me tell you why I stick with this one. First of all, because it goes on nicely. Secondly, because it dries fairly quickly. If you put this on, by the time you put your underwear on and you're ready to put your t-shirt or your shirt or your vest on or whatever, this is dry. A lot of them spend ages drying, and you're sort of almost trying to stop it sticking to your clothes. This one dries pretty quickly, okay? The other good thing is, and the failure with a lot of them, is they can make your clothes, when they do go on your clothes, they can give like a yellow sort of horrible stain under there. This one has not ever stained any of my clothes, so I rate it in that respect. The next thing is, even in the middle of the summer, in the heat of the summer, I get all day comfortably without any sweat with this one. You know what? I highly rate this product. And I've tried all the Dove ones. They're great because they don't irritate you. They smell quite nice, but you know what? They don't stop you sweating. The Nivea for Men, I say, those really irritated me. I tried a few of these sort of the biotherm and that sort of thing, but they're quite expensive. I'll quickly run through the prices that you'll spend on these, but that is my choice of products. So, quickly going back to the shower gel, you'll pay £1 in Boots for a 250ml. For the body moisturiser, now this is the 400ml, okay, that you will spend around about £3.99 to £4.99. Wait for an offer, okay. In terms of the facial moisturisers, now, I think the normal price on both of these is about £6 or £7, but you'll always have a half price in Boots, or 3 for 2, something like that. In terms of the facial moisturiser, the Nivea, the anti-age hyaluron, that normal price is around about £12.99, but 9 times out of 10 it's either half price or 3 for 2. And finally, the Under Armour roll-on, that has a retail price of about £2.99, but 9 times out of 10 it's like a £1.50 deal sort of thing. And what I tend to do, because I've settled on those products, I know they work for me and I'm really happy with them, I'll tend to go to Boots, and if there's an offer, I'll sort of buy like, I don't know, 5 shower gels, I'll buy sort of a couple of 3 of the facial moisturisers, etc. I'll just bulk buy because they don't go off or anything, and I'll always use them. So maybe this is helpful for you. Maybe it might be just confirming something you're thinking. Maybe it will just sort of get you to try something else. Because trust me, I've spent a lot of money on trying all these different products, and I settle on those, and those are what I wear every single day. So I really appreciate you coming to this channel. Appreciate this is a very long video. Maybe you want to skip parts of it or even skip the whole lot. No, there's no need for that. Watch a little bit of it anyway. Maybe if you'd consider a thumbs up or a subscription, I would like to wish you happiness, success, cleanliness, and I'd like you to spray fragrance on top of that moisturiser because that's what it's there for. See you soon. Goodbye.